Mic check, 1, 2. To Legit City on the mic, guys. We're going to be starting a new run today. Spaced out start. I forget which one I wanted to play on. I think it's this one. Metallic Swampy? I think it's this one. So D20. 1, 2. I'm in. Radioactive Crust, Crash Satellite. Those are both kind of bad. Default settings. Now let's get it in. So this run's going to be a little weird. We are literally going to try to get super sustainable, and only super sustainable. Once we get the achievement, we win. But that achievement kind of sucks. You have to get a lot of power. So the idea is going to be rush power without rushing power. Because not all power is created equal. Feels bad, man. Alright, first things first, standard dupes. I'm not sure how batteries from bionic dupes work out for this. I'm gonna be real. Because the batteries only use power as the building pulls it, but I'm not actually sure how that works. Are we gonna need research? We're gonna need some form of researching. The big thing is gonna be probably building and then digging. A lot of the other stuff probably doesn't matter as much. Build supply is pretty solid. I probably want a researcher that can do multiple things, not just research. That's pretty good. Research suit wearing. Build supply is solid. I just don't want the mouth breather. Bottomless stomach. Come on, man. Oh yeah, this is fine. Small bladder. And then we have digging dupe. Farming is probably going to be what we want them to have. This is decent. Oh man, bottomless stomach though. I don't want to deal with that. Loud sleeper. Another bottomless stomach. What a setup. Mouth breather. Operating wouldn't have been bad, I guess. We will need to do some food. Oh yeah, this is fine. All right. Rush super sustainable. Number 1. This looks like this is going to be our crew. So guys, people of chat, we are going to be rushing the achievement somewhat as fast as we can, because this is going to technically be a trial run. We're going to do super sustainable the achievement as fast as we can. We're going to be playing on Metallic Swampy, and this is going to be the first attempt. Let's get it in. Alright, we have slugs here. Is this the map I even wanted, though? Regolith, so we're close to the top. Fossil, pea dirt. You're gonna have to use a lot of the pea water than it looks like for the foods. Maybe we grow mushrooms if we can. 7-5 cycles. That's probably fine. Alright, so let's just get it started. Yeah, a lot of cobalt, a lot of cobalt. I technically want gold, though. That's the thing. Either way, let's get it started. So, plus, double down. No rocketry. Cooking is double down. No decorating, no ranching. No researching, except for this guy. build supply, farming, digging, and then this guy will do operating, I guess. Everyone tidies. And then this guy does storing for himself. I guess this guy will as well. Okay, should be good. Let's go to the schedule. We're gonna do the normal setup. And then we will do 2-2 like this for the first week. And then afterwards, we'll change that up. No alarms. Okay, looking all right. So we have some pups. We will have some need for food. The big thing is going to be generating oxygen. Okay, so this is mud. All right, we have slime biomes, right? We need slime biomes because I want the gold. The gold's going to give us overheat temp. Ooh, natty gas. Can't use it. And then there's no water here. This is metal planet. I forget, this is all metal. Okay, that's gonna be fun. Water's right here. Natty gas we can't use. That's gonna be good times. We're gonna have to use pea dirt for oxygen. That's also gonna be fun. We might have to live with a little bit of disease, man. Yo, man, you gotta do the math for the battery stuff. Alright, so I don't know if we open any of the... Yeah, I'm not sure if we want to open any of the geysers. I don't know how battery banks work for the super sustainable. So let's say we do that, door that. Let's say we have it like that. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then this should be fine. You have to create the power, so battery banks don't help you. Oh, is that really how that works? That's interesting. Okay, so this water I can't mop up. That's a little unfortunate. I'm not sure how that works, man. I will say it's a good question, though. Okay, so I don't know how we want to approach this, to be honest. We have to generate power. We cannot use the natty gas. I probably do want to do electrolyzer stuff. We're gonna have to bop all this. Okay, the water's up top. Only generated power counts. Gold volcano right there, chilling. Okay. I probably do want something like this. Try to get that done first, and then we're going to try to get the outhouse on this side. door, so technically it's right there. So I want to do these. Let's get one in. Then we'll get that on this side. Nice. Okay, cold maps, which is not bad. And then I do have metal, so I need to get research. Get the first of many power wheels. Gonna get some batteries. This is gonna be at priority 9, so we have uses here. And then I probably also just use this as our initial water source. And then I probably put that right there so we could dig these tiles for easy grabbing of the water right there. We already have a little bit of hydrogen. It's probably not a good thing, but that's also because of the slugs. Maybe we do want the slugs. A lot of polluted water that we'll probably actually want for the bog buckets. I'm not sure if we do the bog buckets though. Another big thing is that we have a lot of slime lung, and we're gonna have a lot of polluted oxygen. It's gonna be tough. The big thing with battery banks that's at a disadvantage is that you actually have to produce consumers. Versus other battery, it's easier because you don't actually have to consume it. That's probably the big thing that I would have to compare. Because the batteries, if they count if you just make it, by crafting it and you don't have to consume it, that'd be really good. But I imagine you have to put it in a discharger and then you have to have a building consume the power. That makes that in and of itself a lot more of a hassle. I don't think battery banks are ever going to really make sense for this type of run, realistically. I thought about it. It just, it's one of those things that didn't really seem to make a lot of sense. Okay, this kind of sucks, but it should be fine. All right, first things first, grab some farm tiles. I don't know how much food's gonna matter, but we will need some form of food. I don't know how much we actually ranch the slugs. Because I don't think we ranch them, more so that we just feed them. But I'm not actually sure. Like, we will get a little bit of hydrogen, which wouldn't be bad, I guess. Alright. Let's get that in. Let's get a wash basin. Let's open the doors. It's not bad. Let's get the ladder in. Gotta eat all the pakus, dude. There's so much fish on this planet. Puff is dying because it's too cold. So we know that we probably want a lot of people running on the wheels. I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue. Though there is going to be a lot of slime that I'm a little worried about. Maybe we do want someone ranching so that we get the additional power from the slugs. No one's running the wheel. What is this? We're disinfecting germs. Alright, let's mop this up. It looks like we will have to do bog buckets or food. It doesn't really seem like we have much options for that. What's going on, average dad? How's it going on over here? It's all right. It's November, man. I woke up because September ends. I don't think we're gonna tame them, because the thing with that is, the big thing is gonna be getting a dupe with high enough skill and time. But it's going all right. Just enjoying the free hour that we got. Otherwise, new Oni run, we're gonna be trying to get super sustainable as fast as we can. But of course, welcome in average dad. Get some water from the sink. Nice. Bump up the wheel so someone's running on that. I think we're going to want to drain out the water to the bottom. So we have one spot for water, and then we have a easy way to just pull everything up and create space. That should work. And then we will want to drain out the water right here. Okay, nice drain. A little bit of a chill. They're eating the cobalt, this goddamn plug slug. Alright, let's do a little bit of a dig. Just gonna be creating space right now until we get dupes. We're gonna try to drain all the water out. We will probably want to do some farming. We will probably use just the polluted water in the bog buckets. Now, while I want the slime for the gold slime biome, not the slime itself, we could also probably use the slime for mushrooms. I'm just not sure if that's going to be worth setting up. Alright, research got started. Jumbo battery. After that, I probably try to grab something like the ceiling light. I want to drain the fresh water out as well, if I can. This is kind of a pain, though, because of how this is set up. But yeah, we're going to try to drain out the water to the bottom. That's honestly probably okay. Dig that. A lot of the water is going to fall through, but that's all mud. So we have to be careful there. Hydrogen trying to make infinite pressure. Slugs are just chilling in the pea water. The jumbo battery got done ASAP. That's pretty good. Let's get ceiling light. Let's mop up some of the water. Some of the fish are flopping. That's okay. Alright, we're just going to create space for the water to spill out. Fish is flopping. do a bunch of digs. Everything should be all right. 400 kgs, 500 kgs. I probably do need to do something like mud spinning. 1 toilet so far, just to get by. Somehow the germs are going up. Okay. It was cold earlier, so the germs were going down. My man is not stuck. I wish there was like a tooltip for super sustainable to see the power generation at any time. Alright, so Operation pull up the pea water. We'll move that to the bottom. And then we're gonna probably want to just pump it up from the bottom. And then that's gonna be our pea water source for the bog buckets. This is, what is the temperature range? 10 to 30. A little bit warm. Okay, we'll probably do it on the right side right here then. Makes a lot of sense. Didn't get a rancher. Bottomless stomach. Slow learner. It's probably okay. Stinky, welcome in, buddy. What would I probably want? Probably sludge press. Alright, so this guy build supply operating. Have that go down. Alright, we probably do want to start growing food on this side. Makes a lot of sense. Try to get that. Jump up that way. Water's spilling, let's go. We're basically just going to be trying to create some space right now. We have no oxygen being generated either. Sublimation it is. What a struggle, boys. Pea dirt oxygen generation. No beds yet. We're gonna have to grow food on the right side. The only thing that's kind of good about this is there's a lot of food naturally. Dude, Swampy Start sucks. There's pea water everywhere. No one has beds. Oxygen is really gross. But I guess there's food. I guess there's food. There's a lot of fish. It's kind of interesting that there's a lot of fish in the kind of gross areas. Dude, there is a lot of metal here. I will say that. Just boatloads of metal. I just want to make sure we don't get slime lung just bopped. Just everywhere. Oh, ha, we have the 1 day a week schedule. I'm gonna keep this. I want to see how bad this plays out. Maybe it turns out pretty bad. Alright, get the water to spill. We're gonna get the supercomputer at some point. Oh, is that infinite pressure? Nope, bopped it. Let's go. H2's coming out. It's fine. We probably want this to spill. Get the free pea water. And then we're just gonna be creating some space underneath the pod. Realistically, I should make space on the right side right here. Oh, I see what we could do. Kind of a meme strat, I guess. So I want to get electrolyzer tech to get hydrogen. We want to run the wheel as much as we can for now. We want to get dupes. We want to get food started so that we don't have to worry about it too much. And then we do need water. So good news is all the pea water spilling out to the same spot. Should be pretty good. We technically want to dig this out though, and then I want to start creating food on the side. A little bit of downtime, it looks like. Just some foods. Oh, they only eat every other day right now. That's a tough setup, man. Eating every other day. All right, we're gonna do a weird 2-floor toilet setup. They don't think be like it is, but it do. That technically saves you time, right? If you eat every other day, you don't have to do the animation every day. That's kind of nice. We gotta dig the metals. Alright, we dig all this now. Let's open the doors, save us a little bit of time. Copy, paste, paste. All priority 9s. Let's get some water for them. Let's dig all this. Only if they eat the full. They try to every time. They actually do that every time if they can. So technically that works for us. Can't be mad. Alright, digging down. Research is a little bit done. Because of the design we want, we need airflow tiles. Halazar, welcome in. Hope you're having a good one, man. Appreciate you for tuning in. How are you? How are you? Let's get our tiles out right here. I think we do a weird setup. Classic 2 legit weird setup, though. It's not even that weird, typically. Yeah, not too bad. A lot of cobalt, a lot of oxygen. And then right now we're trying to create some space. Calories are looking really solid, though, for now. Okay, we could actually do all that like that then, because we should. I probably dig this down a little bit. I don't want to delete the oxygen. All right, let's do a little bit of math. 10, 12, 14, and then let's say 16. All right, these two should be good. You're not stuck, are you? Nice. This guy coming in with the wall hacks. All right, let's do these two. Yeah, that's probably fine. Actually, 10. All right, we're gonna do something different. We'll do it back here, and we do this right here. I hope they fix that building interruption lag. It's weird. It feels like an animation bug. Like, it doesn't really feel like it's lagging, but I see what you're saying. Like, they just look like they just kind of stop working for a second. I want to say they are working, but it seems like it's always really delayed. All right, we're going to spill the water out so that we could spill the water out from here. So this spills into here, and that spills into here, and then we're able to actually get a proper setup. Toilet time. Oh, you want a real fix. The fix is not good enough. Feels bad. All right, research. We got airflow. Electrolyzer time. And then we probably want to get supercomputer and all that good stuff. All right, that being said, I probably just continue digging then. I want to remove this pitcher pump now as well. Now that they're not stuck, we can build a proper ladder here. Probably want to bop the ration box because we're probably going to need a supercomputer there soon. We get that in so that we go inside there. We'll probably want this ladder set. Lot of space for the waters. A lot of space for the waters. There is a lot of water in the map. That works really well for us. We'll get to use the water for spawn. Get the H2. Have a good time. I probably do want to make a mechanical filter though. Everyone's always exhausted. Oh, probably stamina penalty. All right, we'll bop it. We'll let him sleep every day. We'll let him sleep every day. We're the good overlords. We allow them to sleep. What's going on, Andy? Welcome in. All right, electrolyzer's up. Let's grab supercomputer. And then we'll probably want to try to get hydrogen gens. What's this? We're gonna try to get super sustainable as fast as we can. Yeah, it's super jank run. Super sus. Super sus. So of course, super sustainable, fun times, so we all know about it. Let's do a weird ladder setup here. Just because we'll have our bog buckets right here. Weird setup, but it should be fine. Okay, we could dig that, and then probably start digging this. Let the water spill into here. Should be quick and easy. And then we'll create space. The bog bucket should be fine with that temperature range. And then all we're gonna have to do is start getting wheels, make a mini spawn, get the H2, filter it, feed it to the H2 once we get the tech. I need to get supercomputer out right here as well. And then we're gonna have to do the power setup. We should have enough tile space here. 28 tiles. Yeah, we got a lot of fish. A lot of fish. Fish is good, though. Fish is good. Alright, we want all the water accumulated down here, so we're going to keep digging. A little bit worried about slime lung from all the slime biome. That's a lot of water, though, right? Super nice. We get a lot of puff, too. Free food. Okay, there's no outbreak of slime lung here. Lucky me. Fog buckets. We're going to want to plant these ASAP. Because we're going to be short seeds, most likely. We're also going to need this oxalite, the off gas. Probably just dig it. Okay, a lot of water. We have a lot of space to put more water. Okay, we got to take dupes every time. Operator. Peer operator. Perfect. That's a wheel runner for us. Crafting station. That would be a good... What cycle do you think we get it by? Hey, man. Whole time, boys. How many cycles? Boys. I put poll instead of prediction. No. Microsoft Edge? What the hell is this? Alright, man. I gotta go to my browser. Give me a sec, yo. Cycle 35? Hell no. That's really fast. I don't know if I'll be able to do it that fast. Prediction. Let's say under we're taking as many as we can. People chat, we got a prediction up. How many cycles will it take for us to get super sustainable? Predictions up, boys. Use channel points. Alright, so P water, we're gonna need to get a pump for that. We're gonna get that pretty soon. What if it's exactly 69? We round up or down depending on time of the day. So first half of the cycle, second half of the cycle. We'll have it be a little complicated. Andy over there, under 69. I see you. It depends, man. Depends on the day of the cycle. Alright, we want all that P water to spill out as well. Right, research is done. Supercomputer is done. Nice. Alright, so that's H2 time. Okay. Are we going to use plug slugs? We could try to feed them. The problem with plug slugs is that we won't be able to ranch them to like cycle 25. Because you need ranching skill to move them. And if you can't have them in like a set spot, you're not really going to just build wires for them everywhere in the base, you know? So it's like, we could try, but there's kind of like a limitation for that. What made you go with this start? I wanted the gold. I wanted the gold. I was gonna make a open electrolyzer, but then I was thinking to myself I should probably have it closed, and I'm thinking that's probably gonna overheat. So even though the area is gonna take a while to heat up, if I have a 50, so it's 125, that's a lot better, right? They will usually, yeah, they are making power right now. I'm just not sure how I want to do that with the plug slugs. Let's see if they do it, because the thing is that if they don't path to the wires, it's kind of pointless to like try to build, because I could be building something else. It's one of those things where it's like, do you spend time building wires for them? It's 2 down. We're in, boys, we're in. Alright, I need to get access to some pea water so we can start growing the plants. I guess we did mop up some pea water. That helps us out. I need to get bedrooms, probably. And then I need to build a mini spawn somewhere. I'll probably build it near the top. Alright, so we will have to use the pea water for the jellies. The baby fish are hatching. Fish is backup food at some point. Collateral, welcome in though. I see you over there. Hope you're having a good one so far. It is Monday. Clean water separated. Not that it matters too much though. And then it's going to be nighttime soon. Let's see if this guy goes to the wire. This guy probably won't. He's in the wrong level. No researchers assigned. Oh, no one has science skill. So Bert will get that. Ellie, carrying capacity. Nails, carrying capacity. Ren, you might want dig skill. And then this guy is going to be carrying capacity. We're going to want that this early on. Dig skill, though, might be kind of important. Since we don't have water for the farm, we're just mopping. They'll be good, though, in time. Dude, the base is gross. Oh, dude, look at that. He's sleeping on the wires. Let's go. Alright, we'll just let it spill. We have a decent amount. Our wheel count's gonna probably scale up as we get dupes. Truth be told, that's probably how that's gonna work. It's probably gonna go up as we get more dupes. I probably also want to go down. And then probably want to this down to here. So these guys can help us out. I'm probably going to want to dig through this way after we accumulate the water right here, so that the CO2 spills off into this room. Since there's no slime lung in there right now, I feel like that's pretty fair. We're just going to want to make sure we collect as much pea water as we can in this area. So we'll probably want to start digging that. The reed fibers swimming. Dig through the top right there is not bad. All right, so we should probably open this up. Mop this up. And there's a bunch of pea water right here. Maybe we should open this and pitcher pump this first or something. It probably makes more sense to do this. We'll try to set that up. Alright, for now, we're still setting up. First 10 cycles, we gotta get food. Then we gotta build our mini spawn. Getting the research up. Making sure everyone's alright. Did we just find a battery? No, that was just an egg. Okay. Popping this up wouldn't be bad, I guess. Cleans it up a little bit. Yeah, and CO2 starting to accumulate. Bad times. Okay, so smart battery is good. Let's grab rock crusher because we're gonna need some refined metal in order to get the smart battery. Actually, do we even want smart battery? Does that really matter at all? No, right? We just want power. H2, it is what it is. I'm gonna want the pea water from here, but we're gonna want to ladder up from here, right? So I need to make sure the water spills into the right, which is why we're doing this. Yeah, right? Like, we're gonna burn off all the stuff. My slug's helping us out a little bit. Let's go. Topping off the batteries. Making sure the farms are good. 3 toilets. Germs are actually done. We got to do this setup with a little bit of pea water. I could probably just do these 6 and be fine. Mop that side up. Easy dig. Oxalites right there. I probably want to build this out when I can. We're going to need more dupes. Man, that slowdown in the water is tough. That CO2 is kind of rough as well. Man, there is a lot of CO2 here. I'm starting to think it might be wise to get a carbon skimmer. I'm thinking that might be worth it, man. Just the amount of CO2 we have. It's like we're gonna get a sieve probably anyways, because we're gonna need to feed the water. Adding in the pea waters. Picking up all the pea waters he can. Nails the farmer. Pea dirt for the oxygen. This weird area of clean oxygen. Operating research. Decreased husbandry. Ranching skill. I mean, we don't need to have the dupe have the interest to give them ranching, realistically. And I don't know if I need to give them beds. Feels weird, man. One of those things. Like, do we need to give them beds? Okay, so we got H2. I don't know if we need this. What else do we need? Gas pumps, because we need the filter as well. So mechanical filter, bridge, pump, that's all good. Deodorizer is probably not needed. We probably want liquid sieve. Okay. Couple of small tiles. This guy is sloshing in 100 grams of water. Okay, dig through all this. Let's get the right side in so we can finally just pitcher pump the water. Okay, so super sustainable is going to be fun times. All the water is spilled. Let's go. Mop off the top, and then we'll have access to the pea water for the jellies. Nice access. Alright, we could dig that up as well, not bad. Now that we have the ladder here, we could just dig this out, let the oxalite flow. Free the H2, let it get to the ceiling. Okay, mini spawn time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 should be the setup. Battery hydrogen. And then how do we want to build this? So we probably do a left-right setup because that's typically how it should be working anyways. I don't know if I care for the oxygen. I had a setup like that with the pea water above the normal water. My dupes farted and it spilled pea water into my water. Oof. That's why you don't take flatulent dupes. Yo, man. All it takes is one fart. And it'll ruin your day, dude. Kind of sucks if, you know, you tell the stories of the homies. Yeah, man, I was playing Oni and one of my dupes farted and I lost the game. That's such a bad way to go. Alright, we'll probably just do the... So, I don't want to get... Oh, man. I don't want to get popped eardrums, so I think we just do a sealed setup. I'm thinking... Also, slug mutants get destroy your builds too. True. I don't think we'll get a sponge slug in time, though. Sirdar, welcome in. I don't think we'll get a sponge slug that fast. Because they would have to be swimming for like 20 cycles, another 20 cycles for that to hatch. Alright, man. My left leg just went numb. So I need to stand up and try to wake it up. Oh, man. I was sitting cross-legged on top of my computer chair. That's a classic position, right? Bought myself. Sitting cross-legged. Okay, so very likely it's going to be this pump into here, but we will wait slightly. I gotta move stuff in, move stuff out, get some liquids in. Oh, I need 2 liquids. Oh no, bro. I don't have a second liquid. No. No way, dude. I don't have a second liquid. Oh, dude, I didn't consider that. There's no oil on the teleporter. You could use, yeah. Let me see the biomes really fast. Magma is the only other liquid. Dude, the problem with using printing pod is that the printing pod means you have to sacrifice spawning a dupe. Technically not good. Slime into something, phyto oil. Oh yeah, phyto oil is a thing. That's 75. Dude, that's doo-doo. You get algae though, that's kind of nice. Man, I guess we could use polluted oxygen. I mean, polluted water for that. Dude, that's so tough though. There's a couple things with this that's kind of jank. That I'm not sure how I want to do this. It's this space right here. I could try to get H2 here and then 4 tiles of water. But these 2 tiles are gonna bot me every time. Because I would need oxygen in those tiles for this to work well. Which means... Okay, I guess I see how we fix this. I mean, we'll just have to get it started. And then I need a way to release the gas. We'll probably have to cut this for now. Enable auto bottle. Okay. We'll have to get water. Research. We got H2. We don't need automation. We got the sieve. I don't know if we need toilets. There isn't a little pocket of ethanol. I don't think we have it. The problem with that is that there's a little bit of the left and right movement that I'm a little worried about. Damn, that means finding another map would have been a little bit better. Finding another map would have been a little bit better. Oh, man. I don't have gold yet. Go grab some gold, boys. And this is also needs to be made out of gold, too. Give me my gold. The other one, though, doesn't have gold. I don't know how much that actually matters, though. It might not matter at all, to be honest. Not actually sure how much that matters. I'll probably also want bottle drainer. Oh man, that means I'm gonna have to get if I want bottle drainer, that means I'm gonna have to get I'm not sure if it's gonna play long enough that the gold's gonna matter. It's one of those things where having it is just really nice as a safety precaution. So it's like, I'm not actually sure. I'm also thinking a bottle drainer would be kind of nice to move the water where the gas is going to be pumped up. I mean, I am running in the water in. Maybe it's gonna be fine. We'll see. We'll see on this one. This will be a good trial run test. The little babies is awake. I hear you, Mamba. You doing all right, babies? Alright, so we're breathing in the gas. Everything here is roughly good. I probably want this. Might seem a little weird, but I think I might want to control the pump on the inside. Okay, let's try to build this tile. Build these two. We're gonna need to get a little bit of power here. Okay, should be good. Oh, I can't put the tile there because of the H2 gen. God damn it. We're gonna have to flip the buildings. God damn it, dude. Small time loss. Alright, so power-wise, I can't have the inside one pump yet. We'll do that, and then we just need to build this tile first before we could actually get started with the job. Let's go. This is connected now. You can actually start running that. So we need to kind of create a gas pocket here real fast, and then we'll try to remove the polluted oxygen here. Maybe just put that there for now, and then try to get pump into this top part. Okay, creating the vacuum. Small gas pocket, can't be bad. We're gonna need power to the sieve. Just run it off of that line. Research. Let's grab bottle drainer, which means we'll need rock crusher, because we're gonna need refined metal of some sort. Alright, just a bunch of CO2. Okay, and then once we get that in, we're gonna need to grab access to the water inside. And then we'll get the water right there. That should be solid. Milligrams. And then we'll probably want to do this. Try to get a tile so that we just run a pipe straight across. MCG. H2 up top's pretty good. Ideally, we only get the bottom two. I don't know if we're gonna be that lucky though. I guess technically, once it splits, it doesn't really matter which one we pull from. When it comes down to it, right? Like, that's really all that matters. We could just vacuum both. Alright, we're good. Alright, just waiting for the vacuum down below. Let's grab that. We could drain this. Tile here. Tile here. It will work probably. Yo man, that sounds like famous last words. Okay, now all we gotta do is get water inside. Who? Oh no, bro. This one can't be powered. No. No. Can I deconstruct this diagonally? Oh, I messed up. The play is to run this above. Or below. I messed up, boys. I got the power messed up. We could do these three, and I'll probably want to do this one. Do that one last. Well, the filter, right? It's on the same gas line. So I'm thinking we just run the pipe under and then just skip this part and have this part running. Because it's going to be H2 on the right side. Dupes is sleeping. Dupes is sleeping. Bottle drainer. Well, that tech is kind of deep. let's grab this right here. This is fine. Can't reach 2 wires. No, you can build these right here from the top. You got it, you got it. Okay, and then what we could do is, because we don't have a bottle drainer yet, we could just use this pump as a way to get started. Okay. Take the farmer supplier, why not? Alright, so farm supply store, good combo. Power to get this started. Okay. Mop up the water so we stop getting soggy feet. Okay, so now we cut that, run that through the bottom. Okay, let's plug this all in. And then we'll be able to get a little bit here. Get some sands. Okay, and then this should just get started. Let's not, yeah, that's not plugged in yet. That should be fine. This should just work. H2 is already there. Nice. Now all we have to do is make sure we don't over pump. That's like the only thing we're worried about. So we'll let that run for a second. We'll let that run for a second. We could remove this now. I'm thinking we could just do the same build right here. Or we could go up and keep building like more copies. Okay, so we are gonna want this plugged in. What is this? What was that? That's the stuff we cleared out. True. We never flushed it out, boys. Alright, I am gonna unplug that for a second. Get rid of the wheel now. Let that accumulate a little bit. Power's looking pretty good so far. Alright, nice. So the first bomb is up. Let's start making some idlers. We could have that in a separate room right here. People that are running the wheel because they're bored. Alright. They got the power. We could let that drain a little bit. Let's dig this up. Okay, so far so good. I do want to try to create more space though. So this is probably going to make a lot of sense. Keep digging down. I wouldn't mind this ladder going down as well, just so the CO2 clears out. This guy is running now. Additional power. 2.5. Lot of oxygen, though it shouldn't matter. Hydrogen is pretty healthy. No! Okay, didn't get bopped. Let's go. That's the only thing I should have made. An Atmos sensor. Make that a little bit better. Okay, so I do want the spillage. Let's have that set up. Let's dig this out. We probably want to also build a tile here so the water spills out this way. Go down to here. Alright, so we probably want to make another one of these while we have the polluted water right there. No digging skill. We do have a dupe with dig skill. Alright, so far so good. Hey man, still scary times. Okay. First wheel, if they're idle, build that, spill out the waters. I'll try to dig that. Just to be able to dig through. Clean water right there for now. We will eventually need these. We're just going to be prepping up. We'll let this slowly go down as we accumulate more H2. We're going to be building a second one. Yes. We also need a little bit of refined metal. Let's do 10 right there. Yeah, the only thing is H2 runs out. That's literally the only thing I think that could be bad that happens. Alright, and over here I'm thinking we could just run a small battery. It's probably okay. We never got the Atmos sensor right there. Still doing the research though for the bottle filler. Dude, we have no tidiers. Come on now. Please, someone clean my toilets. There we go. Okay. That's technically not true, Geek. If you have a vacuum, you have a chance of flip-flopping. And once oxygen gets into the other room, man, you're really just screwed, realistically. Honestly, yeah. Having the oxygen swap with H2 like that would be a lot better. We could technically do a priming system for that. That doesn't work the way I think it does. Either way, though, we're gonna need to get another one of these. And then I do want to get this water to spill into here. It could spill down too. It's not really a big deal. And then we're gonna probably want to use the space above it for more H2 setups. Oh no, bro. We're out of power. Alright, as long as I get a pump out. That's eventually gonna be some power for us. Yeah, one stream. I don't think we're gonna be loading. Water still, nice. Okay, so we could go down this way, so getting stuck shouldn't be a big deal. Okay, pea water here. Running on the wheels, boys. Getting it started. Okay, we'll probably want to mop this up. And then it looks like we have a layer of where our pea water is going to settle at. Take a small little spot on the side. That way we could have the CO2 spill into here. And then we don't have to think about it too much. Just in case we need more bog jellies. We need, yep, regular water right here. Sievin, we're probably just going to pull the same line. And then same gas line. They're running on the wheels all day. Downtime. Okay, 3 toilets. We have a little bit of food. We might have too much food, to be honest. So let's not allow them to eat the unperishables. It's only going to be food that will rot. We're not going to actually plant the other plants. We're just going to be setting up the food bins. I mean, not food bins, the farm towels. We need to get water on here. All right, 9 kgs. This is a great sign. So we're positive on the hydrogen. It's finally caught up. And we're probably going to want to use this space up top. So far, so good. We'll probably do this. Pull the hydrogen power up top to power the bottom once we need to. And then we're probably going to run this setup, because this is technically smarter. This is a gold pump. Water. Hey man, can we get some water right here? This is priority 9, man. No pending deliveries. There we go. That was weird. Gotta get rid of the bottle emptier. All right. Bert using the pump for his research. He's doing his best, man. We do need bottle drainer tech here. We do want that bottle drainer tech. I like how we have that heat source. My dupes just running the wheels. Alright, man. Let's chop 2 of them so we get some work done. No one's idle, right? Research is done. Let's grab ammo sensor, just cuz. Oh, I don't have automation wire attack. That's fine. Alright, the spillage here is pretty good. All we got to do now is create a little pocket space for CO2 to slip out. Okay, now we just got to seal this up, not be inside. It's looking pretty good, running on the wheels. We probably don't need the sensor though, right? Realistically. The only thing is not having hydrogen in one of the rooms, so we're gonna have to figure out how we want to do this. So another thing is we need this line. Okay, I forgot I had to remove the gas. Downtime. Okay, cool. Do a little bit of space right there. 15. This is pretty early. Stepped away, new run. Yep, so we finished the other run, right? We did the full steam ahead. So today we are doing super sustainable as fast as we can. That's the goal. Literally just super sustainable. So I am going to check my power once we hit cycle 20. There's also a prediction going on. If it's still up, I'm not actually sure anymore. You get to predict how long it'll take us. Get some channel points that way. Do a little bit of gamba. Alright, so this is all good. This is in. Let's grab the power from the other side. No water yet. Alright, we're just going to be trying to vacuum all the gas. Okay, right side is sweet. And got a rancher. Dig skill, dig skill. This wouldn't be bad. Oh, loud sleeper. I guess we take this tidying suit wearer. Should be fine, should be fine. Alright, so we just need to vacuum this room really fast before we get it started. Two idle. Alright, y'all could run the wheels. This is technically generating power for us on super sustainable. Vacuums are in, let's go. Okay, so now that it's set up, unplug the gas, and we are going to need to get it started. So power comes in first. These are separate wires. This is better. Lato Dato, that's an interesting spawn setup. Not seen anything like that before. This is basically bare bones submerged setup in a way where all we're trying to do is get super sustainable. Because that's technically all we're doing. We're trying to get super sustainable. So we're just burning off the power. So for the most part, we're trying to make as many electrolyzer setups as we can. Naturally filter out the hydrogen so we don't need a filter. And then there's no automation on the smart battery because we want to just burn as much power as we can. So that's going to be the idea. We're going to let this accumulate. You can. It's just one of those things where you have to understand that it's going to be slowly accumulating heat. And you could run a base off of it. We have the other pump that's just not running. And as you can see, we have a lot of oxygen already. The only downside is that it's going to heat up. And with a compact setup, you could get it to run and supply a base. It's just, it's not really designed to cool down. And then because of the restraints of the submerged, you can't have the dude breathe out CO2 inside. You can't really have like a liquid lock and have the tubes go in after it's set up in order to really, you know, add radiant pipes, make it so that it's insulated and all that good stuff. It gets the job done, but it's gonna have problems in the future. It does work though. and you could run a base off of it if you could deal with the downsides. That is cooling. If you're on a cold map, right? Maybe that's not that big of a deal. But it depends on the planetoid start that you're running. Alright. A lot of hydrogen there. We're going to start getting some hydrogen here. Wheel running for power. We're going to want more dupes. No one's idle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now we are doing okay. We could do a bottle drainer here. And we're going to do that. And then we're going to basically grab pea water and drain it into there. Got it set up by cycle 16. True. You get it set up pretty fast. This is, if anything, a speed run strat. Right? Where if you're speed running and you just need to get it set up, you get it set up bare bones like that pretty easily. So, yo, man. We got the strats, baby. We got the strats. Now, I will say, though, there is a smaller setup that if you had a little bit more of a cleaner gas environment, it's probably better. We grab the Atmos. I gotta grab automation then. Because of the presence of so many different gases, because of the polluted oxygen, you can't really have an open one. You could try to do a half open one. That saves you building some tiles. Saves you building a second pump. But you could have it so that this side right here is just exposed. There's a little bit of like you're risking CO2 gets in and then it bops it and then you're releasing the oxygen at the same time. So pop eardrums. But yeah, there are other setups with that too that you could technically try to make. All right, so this side's looking all right. We're gonna dig this to allow the CO2 to slip down. Let's mop this up. We're probably gonna want to make another one up top, just so that we could do more electrolyzers. This is auto bottle polluter water. That way this lasts a little bit longer. This little pool right there. Okay, so for the most part, I don't plan on leaving. No heat spikes, please. That'd be pretty bad. And then we just need to get more power. So more electrolyzers, 8 kgs, that's pretty good. And then we are gonna need, all right, separate power line. We could actually run power off of here now if we need it. So 2 gens are burning. Given how much H2 we have here, we could potentially try to run a weird setup. Yeah, we could run a weird setup. For the most part, I don't think we run it yet. We'll just try to get another gen up. That's probably going to be better. No, O2 is not being used. I just used that same pipeline to create a vacuum. We are not using the oxygen from this. We could, but it's just that it's like, you know, didn't want to set it up. What's going on, we level? I see you over there. Welcome in, welcome in. Very late today, all good, Ruik. No worries. I'm always late. So I can't be mad at the folks for being late themselves. But no worries, man. No worries. Is there anything I want at this point? Is there a tech that I would want to try to get? We could try to make solar panels. Wait, do we even get a lot of sunlight here? 30,000 is not even that good. It's probably not worth. We need to use clean power. So wheels, hydrogen, steam, solar. Can't use anything else. If anything, it's just sustaining the loop and adding electrolyzers right now. I can't think of anything else that we could really do. There is something we could do here probably where we put a reservoir so we could actually accumulate water a little bit better. Buffer tank this. And then probably want to put tiles here. This H2 is going to be kind of nice. Slugs are helping us out a little bit. Can't be mad. They're trying. And then once we use the P water there, we'll have a pump for the bottom. Probably want to dig these two tiles so we have access to a little bit more water. Bring that down. Maybe we stop right there. Maybe right here so that if we empty this out, the water just spills into the tank. That works out kind of well. Tuning. That's actually probably really smart. I like that idea. How would I want to do this then? I like the tuning idea. How would I want to do this? We could refine stuff right here. So we could technically make microchips on this. And then we get more power. The only thing I'm worried about then is running out of hydrogen. We do have gold. That's not a problem though. It's more so that it's like we need to sustain the H2. Right? We need to make sure we never run out of hydrogen. And then the thing is that you have to have 2 gens. Oh, wait. Does the wheel count for this? It does. Okay. How did that work? We bought these 2? Maybe? And we have to put a horizontal door right here. And then airflow tile there. Do that. Yeah, alright. So here, 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 here. Probably want to do that. Airflow here. Gotta get ready for that. Here. H2 here is not that bad. Okay. Maybe a little bit of digging. Oh, I see what you're saying. Problem with gold is that it technically doesn't generate a lot of heat. And we have to kind of line it up with the activity period. I probably don't want to risk doing steam turbine stuff. For the reasoning that is specifically, you're kind of at the mercy of the dormancy. Little bit worried about that. All right, CO2 spilling in. We're not allowing them to eat swamp chard. We don't have enough bog jelly. We might have to start cooking fish. I'm actually not sure how we do that. Toilets to make more water. We have a lot of water. We have water up top, water on the sides. I'm not really too worried about water. Oh, I bopped the power line. God damn it. Alright, they'll just bring pea water this way. God damn it. I done messed that up. Let him work, let him work. A lot of sweeping so the items don't off-gas. Alright, so we're gonna move these wheels into here. And that's gonna be how we do the setup. That's gonna be how we do the setup. We're gonna move the wheels in so we get enough gens to make this a power plant room. And then we'll start tuning these up. Okay, we'll just have that being made right here. Anything else I would want? We could do spacefarer shenanigans. Oh no, we can't. We would only have access to the small one. Sweepers doesn't really feel like we need that. Making plastic? I don't think we do need that. Because the tech that we would need to utilize the plastic is locked behind Radbolt research, which might take a while. Like, we could try to start, but it's kind of a thing that, you know, you don't know if you're actually going to be able to get it. Automation. I don't think there's anything else. We could just not research and have extra wheel runner / builder, all that good stuff. There's raw fish they could eat. We could try to get more toilets. So we're effectively going to be moving the that's sick, Jake. Can we build this here? Because I got to put the wire in the corner. Someone's starving? That's got to be a lie. The pups are in. The pups are in. This is food, boys. Maybe we get a cook, start making barbecue. I'm actually considering that, man. We get a cook and we get barbecue. And the reason why I'm gonna do it like this is because you could store food in here, right? That makes it kind of nice. What's going on, Flitz? Welcome in. What do you think of the announced QL and its changes? I haven't actually played with it yet, so I'm not sure. But for the most part, it seems really nice. Seems like a really good patch. Though I, you know, have to say I'm not actually sure if it will be. I know it's on the beta branch, but I haven't played with it yet. That's something that I feel like it could be really cool. Could be really cool. But yeah, man, we'll have to see. Everyone's waiting for the update at the moment at the beta branch right now. Oh, really? I thought it was already live on the beta branch. Is it not live on the beta branch yet? Oh, wow. I thought it already was. This is 165. Once we seal this part up, it should be a little bit better. Oh, it's just unplayable for certain players. Oh, I see, I see. Oh, Mr. LAP was playing that. I see. Unplayable, is that a region locked thing? Ooh, Ren's gonna cook. There we go. Okay, cook seafood. Swampy Delight. We'll just do cooked seafood for now. Mushrooms. Swampy Delights. As much as I feel like cooking that would be nice, I don't know if we should. That might just bop the food in general. At least this way will be somewhat okay. Alright, we're gonna have to grab power eventually. Get that set up. Power is gonna be trimmed right there. Get the manual gens. Some people use auto sweepers for critical builds that they don't work at the moment. Right now, my beta colony is on pause or they'll starve. Oh, wow. Sweeper stops. Who would have thought? Masterworks. Kitchen Menace. A cook wouldn't be bad right now. I might grab Quinn just for frostproof. Random question. How good are triple stack liquid locks? Thinking of using crude oil, naphtha, and petroleum. I've used them for my refrigerator builds before because I didn't want the dupes to have to get sopping wet when they're grabbing the food from a liquid locked area. And it works. You just have to make sure that you're diligent. And what I mean when I say that is that, you know, you can't just crack open water and it falls down. You can't have ice anywhere because if it melts and spills into the log, you're screwed. So it's one of those things where it's like, it's fine to have if you are aware that you're constantly having to deal with water and liquefiables. Because the moment another liquid gets close to it or touches one of the other liquids, it's going to throw off the balance, right? When you do a 3-tile stack. But for the most part, you can't have a stacked lock for anything that off gases. So whatever that stacked lock is going to separate, you can't have them pull polluted dirt, oxalite, anything that off gases, bleach stone. Because as they pull it through, that off gas, because the stacked lock is going to be like grams of liquid, it's going to get bopped. So you can't do it for everything. So you have to be weary of whatever it is on the other side. Outside of that, I don't mind it. They're pretty good. Stack locks are good times in most cases. I would recommend, like what Derek's saying, do the hop lock. I would highly recommend that. I do that all the time. If I do a stacked lock, I do a hop lock. Just because it's a lot of times. What caught most of that? Got hit by the ads. Classic. That's the classic. Oh, they don't off gas while dupe's carrying them? That's actually kind of nice. So it's a lower chance. There's still a chance, though. There's still a chance. Because of the checking nearby tiles to off gas update. Oh, where they just relocate the tile. I guess that's kind of nice. Alright, once this water is pumped up, we're just going to release the regular water. Because of how the logic works on the sea. Regular water just passes through. It's really nice. No, the gas relocates. The gas that's trying to off gas. That relocates, right? So it's like instead of spawning on top of the vent, it spawns next to it, right? They just wait until there's space. Oh, wow. I thought it just got, yeah, relocated. Feels bad. Should we give these guys beds? I'm not actually sure. We also have the sludge press that I'm considering. Pea water and mud, all that good stuff. What is hop blocks? Hop blocks is when you do a 3-tile standing lock, but you do a U shape on the base. Effectively, it's like this. So this tile and this tile, you hop left to right. Yeah, dupes hop. And the reason why that's good is because of how movement works in the game. Hey, Collateral, thanks for the 3 months. Welcome back to the city. Hope you enjoyed your stay. Yeah, that's what I was talking about, but I might have not, you know, say it right to make it so that they knew what I was talking about. You knew what I was talking about because you've seen me build one of those standing locks. But yeah, 3-tile standing locks, in my opinion, should always be a hop lock. Always. And that's actually why you do 3 liquids. Because in order to get a hop lock, you got to do 3 tiles. But yeah, making one of these is fun. There's a little bit of order operations. And then also understanding that you don't want a ladder right here. No ladder. No ladder, because if they have a ladder there, they're just gonna walk through. That's bad. Lewis coming in, unknown Lewis. Welcome in, welcome in. What's going on, Lewis? I see you over there. Welcome back to the city. Hope you enjoyed your stay. Enjoy the emote 20 that is ad for you viewing. Don't forget that legit sub. That appreciate you guys, man. Collateral, Lewis. Thank you for the support. I see you guys over there. I thought it was triple stack lock or something like that. I exclusively use waterfall locks, so I kept good tabs on their functionality. I see. That's the thing about 2 side tiles. I see you guys. I see you guys. But yo, man, if you guys are just tuning in, we are doing a super sustainable run. We're trying to see if we get super sustainable. You know, as fast as we can, as easy as we can. And for the most part, oh, I've been messing up right here. No, it's probably okay. That's a lot of pea water that I accidentally put in. I didn't even realize. Hopefully that's fine. 298. 350 is the bad spot. All right, guys, really fast. I'm gonna get some tea. We'll let the dupes run for a bit. I'll be right back. Oh my god, we're live. We're live, we're live. Did I miss chat? No one's dead, right? Food's okay? Food's a little low. Plywood comes out warm. Temperature drops, same thing as the critter. Doesn't that bop the goldfish filter? Where they have the goldfish filtering out water. And it was doing some weird, like, heat transfer thing. I don't know how that build works, though. I'm gonna be real. Mom, but I hear you, baby. Oh! Okay, at least we caught it. That might be too much, though. This is not good. Let's see. How do I want to do this? I feel like I have too much water in here. We could try it still to see if it floods. Are you pumping a gas with an Escher? Is that the bead pump you guys were talking about? Oh, haha. Do you know what that is? That is the old school dupe glitch. That exact design. You do an Escher from a liquid source, and then you let it flow into itself, and somehow on some of the drip animations, the liquids get duplicated when it spills left and right. It's a really weird setup. Is that patched? Does that still work? Basically, when you Escher into itself and it's spilling back down, there's a specific animation where if you spill it, there's a liquid there and it's spilling off the top, so it spills off of this tile. When it lands, it doesn't know to go left or right, and then it gives you both. So that used to be a glitch that I think still works. I'm just not sure. It still works. Okay. So yeah, that's a dupe glitch, actually. I would call that the liquid duper more than anything else. Oh, that's not the dupe glitch. Okay. That's just a bead pump setup. Okay. But yeah, there used to be a build like that where you literally just build that, pull water in, and you just make water. There used to be a setup like that. Because you force it left. I see you. I see you. Yeah, this game, though, gets kind of complicated sometimes. Alright, so it's still a little bit too large. Let's add some airflows to reduce room size. Oni physics, man. Oni physics is special. It really is. Okay, so we're just gonna be making more. We're gonna be doing more of these wheel setups for more power. Y'all know how it is. Cthulhu, welcome in. How are you? Hello, hello. What's good, Cthulhu? I see you over there. Mo power. We need as much as we can. All right, little bit of a water issue. This is gonna be mud. This is gonna be polluted mud. So the water just gonna add in. Same thing with the pea water into where we need it. Let's mop this up. I might want to make more toilets, realistically. Food's a little bit low as well. Maybe we will make swampy delights. Trying to bump this up a little bit. 7. I saw a Supra with a BMW M badge today. Dude, I've seen stuff like that, man, where they take the decal off of another car and put it on their car. I saw a Honda with a Benz. I was like, what the hell is this? What the hell is this, man? Why does that say Benz on it? This is a lot of water. I don't know if they'll give this to me. We'll probably just want to do that. Dude, I've seen that all the time. People will get a random laptop like a Dell, and then they'll just put the Apple sticker on top of the Dell logo. It's like, hey, look, it's an Apple. But if you lift it up and put it to the sun, you could see the other picture below it. Dude, I've seen that so many times. I've also seen someone put a like car decal, BMW, Honda, Toyota, on their backpack where the, like, you know, Jan Sport logo would be. I've seen that, man. I've seen it. It glows down underneath the Apple. Yeah, it does, man. It's kind of funny, not gonna lie. Dude, you missed the wire, dude. Come on. Feels bad. Alright, we're gonna be making more swampy delights, just so that the dupes eat the food. So we're cooking, they know they gotta eat it, and then that way the food doesn't rot. Once it spawns, then they'll eat the food that's being cooked. Alright, it's all granite. Let's seal this up. Actually, we gotta seal this up first. I think I have that EX badge that fell off my Accord. Hey, that's actually kind of cool. That's an up-to-date version now with cooling. I need one of these builds, Geek, for geotuning steam turn vents. Is it pronounced Jan Sport or Yan Sport? That's... I've always thought it was Jan Sport, but I'm American. So I'm not actually sure. Mamba, what are you doing, baby? Oh, he did it. Mamba just hopped into bed. What a kitty cat. I see you, Geek. Oh, it's like the Target meme and Target. That's actually a classic. Target. We're gonna put airflow here just to reduce space so that we could actually have power plant here. Is Jansport Scandinavian? I'm not actually sure, man. I'm not actually sure. I don't know enough about Jansport. I might need this gas line just to release the gas a little easier. Alright, so there's no liquid line. Okay, hope for the best. Can connect, and then we go down here. Actually, I shouldn't have connected that one. A little bit of H2 is fine. 120, we can start geotuning now. I mean, NG tuning. Soon, boys, we'll be NG tuning up this entire room. What's your old record? See, the old record was on the 100K map, so it's not really comparable. That was 98 cycles. 98 cycles on 100 Kelvin map, though. That's the, you know, you can't really compare that because it's the 100 Kelvin map. So it's like, I should get it faster, technically. Oh yeah, I didn't check how much power we've generated already. I'll check at 25. Someone remind me, check power at 25, how much we've generated for super sustainable. Alright, we got the vacuum in. Autosave line. Good stuff, good stuff. Geek over there, posting the builds. Oh, I see you with that. Does power count? I'm not sure. I'm assuming, because we have some that are actually contributing. Those sleep on the power line will give a little bit of power. I'm not sure if they give us a lot, though. It's one of those things where it's like, we probably get some form of it. I just don't know how much. All right. It's working, boys. It is working. And then now we're going to have hydrogen here, too. 15.5. We'll let that accumulate before we keep it going. All right, everyone has a wheel to run. So far, so good. All right, let's make it so that they don't eat swamp chart hearts. And then it's just making sure we have enough water. We're pumping water directly, though. Let's go. No more needing the pea waters. We just need to make sure we don't run out of food. See, the problem with making batteries is that they take forever to make. It feels like the amount of time it takes you to craft a battery, it's the same amount of power running on a wheel. I don't think we're going to make any battery banks just because of how long they take to craft. My man, trying to grab some fish. He's trying, man. He really is. Okay, he got one. He got one. Oh, he gave it up to go use the restroom. Classic. And charging dupes. One dupe can make 2 batteries per cycle. Oh, yeah. That's the bionic dupes, right? Yeah. I'm not sure. I feel like we might be better off making refined metal. And then just power tuning the setup right here. I'm not sure if it's gonna work out as well, but I'm hoping it does. Metal banks. Yeah, the copper banks. But yeah, the problem with the power banks, again, you need to find something to consume it. Otherwise, the discharger doesn't work. You have to tech up the discharger. You're gonna have to spend money on the discharger, which is refined metal. That's another thing too. I don't think it's worth it, man. All right, we're in. Now we just got to get a engineer so that we could actually start making microchips. We'll pop this line. If you can find a power sink, it's a reliable strategy. You could easily do that, but it's, right? It all comes down to, is it worth the investment? How much time? All right, a better way to look at it is, for the amount of power you generate, is it positive spending time on it when you're crafting on a crafting station? And then if it is, what about the research? And then another thing is that you're limited to how much power you can consume based off of how you're discharging, right? And they're basically a built-in smart battery. So even though you could use a small discharger, that's only 60 watts per second. So you would realistically want to get the large one, which is a refined metal investment. At that point, you only get 480, is it 480? Per battery per second, per discharger. And then you would have to have someone making refined metal so that you could make dischargers. And then you need to make a consumer on top of that. I don't know if that's worth. I don't know if that's worth. I want to say it probably is. Let's drop a jukebox. The problem with the jukebox is that it's not constantly pulling power. Like, you might want to do something where it's like you're looping the gas pump into itself, so it's just releasing and then pumping up the same gas. Use the same charge, discharge, and battery loop that. That's actually kind of interesting. That's actually kind of interesting. You would need to get a Bissolite though in order to do the eco batteries. And then the problem with eco batteries is you got to tech it up. Eco batteries is a Radbolt tech, no? No, it's not. It's a smart battery tech. Ah. Okay, then it's just battery chargers. That's also right here. Isn't that cheating though? How's that cheating? You're using batteries to charge other batteries so you get a power loop? No, you're still limited to your discharger speed, right? You're still always going to be limited to how many discharges you have, and that's refined metal. Air cooler heaters too. That is scalable, but then I guess that's the question. Would you recoup enough? And what's the minimum amount of time you need to recoup it so that you're positive? Yeah. Soon. We'll get to see the power generation soon. That's basically the question then, right? Is it gonna give us more or less power? And then at how many cycles will it take for us to get more power? I mean, it's scalable power sink, which is what we need when we burn excess electricity. Yeah. It's just, it's like you're committing to something, right? Is it going to take 50 cycles to be positive? Right? Because of the time investment, right? I'm just spitballing there. with that 50 cycle thing. So it's like, if it takes 50 cycles, that means that we have a minimum time of 50. And then it's just a matter of just, you know, waiting at that point. What's going on, Does? This is bare minimum. And because of the other gases, I had to seal it up. Doesn't work, though. We share the same pipeline. I could have easily moved the pump down and just have a second pipeline. But it's like, to save time, I just built it on the same one. Nutrient bars? I think I take a dupe, though, right? Is there any way to get more bog buckets? Or maybe I need to just start growing mushrooms. I'm not actually sure. We need food, man. Welcome in, Does. Welcome in. I might actually want more oxygen generation. Oh yeah, they're breathing a lot right here. What makes sense then is probably putting this here. And then putting a sublimation station right here, just so that it just creates oxygen for the inside. I think eventually, because of the hydrogen, I might need to get a pump right here as well. Yeah, we need a decent farmer. You should try to do the 42069 challenge for the Dino Lab map. Oh my god. I see you, Lewis. That's an idea. That's 69 dupes for 420 cycles. That seems unethical, but for the achievement, if it allows it, man, you could do it. It might be, which is why I'm thinking I might want to dig here just to create a little bit of a hydrogen pocket. It should be fine, right? It should be fine. We will want that there, though. All right, 25. We are at 100. We're at 11,000. We are 5% of the way. This is pretty bad. We are only 5% of the way. Wait, no. Am I looking at this wrong? 110,000. Yeah, I missed a digit. Okay, it's 110,000. Wait, doesn't that mean I'm almost halfway there? Average power wasted. Oh my god. Look at this power graph. Average power wasted. I didn't know this was a thing, dude. The amount of power we waste is just going up each day. As we get more dupes, the more power we generate. Okay, so that means dude, we're gonna be done pretty fast. That was actually really fast. Wasted. What happens for super sustainable or athletics at 20? No one has athletics at 20, right? -4. How are you negative in this colony? -4. 4. No one's even in the double digits, man. We are gonna get super sustainable easily first. All right, so we are gonna do an extra gen. This idea is simple. We are effectively going to overflow some hydrogen and feed it into here. AP water for the sieve. Let's go. Those hydras are awesome, dude. It's so jank, but it's getting the job done. We have so much extra hydrogen. Unpermitted food. Oh, no, bro. We're gonna have to kill some fish. Yeah, we don't have tune-ups yet. Because I need to get electro engineering. So I was like, I could probably get it now. Alright. Nisbet. Where are you, homegirl? The operator. Ellie is one as well. Gotta get my engineers in. Do the NG stuff. This was not bad. Dude, this was a lot faster than I thought. Alright, we're gonna bop the bottom wheels, because if we're gonna be tuning up, we gotta tune up the top. We gotta tune up the top, man. Because of how this works, we probably just run the battery. Pea water is gonna be done. And then we might actually have to kill some puffs so that we get food. None of the puffs have died yet because barbecue is not a recipe. These guys are running on the wheels so that we have power internally. That's actually kind of funny. $10 kgs, 2013. So far, so good. Water's pretty healthy still. Alright, we're making tune-ups. We're getting water. So far, so good. Microchips. We have 0, but we have 2. Does that mean someone's going to be tuning up right now? Because there's 2 right there, but it's showing up as 0. Makes me think someone's going to tune up right now or something. As long as we have water, man. Starvation. Are they crowded? No. Alright, man. Y'all have some swamp chard heart. I guess we could also grab that. And then maybe we have to fight some puffs. The elderly puff, that's fair. Who else is old? They gotta go. Oof. BBQ forever. Copy paste. Anyone else old? Should be good. Slugs are chilling. Alright, cool. Alright, so this middle one has more than enough. Gotta run that through. We're also going to bop. We're using cobalt, right? How much is it for a microchip? Is it 5? We might be okay with this, right? Power control station. 5 kgs per U. Okay, so we are actually fine here. All right, last one. I'm thinking I might not need the water either. So I might be okay with the sludges off. None of the tune-ups are on. We have 4 microchips. 3 is somehow being... We don't have any bionic dupes. Who's using the microchip? How does this work? I have 4, but I have 1. We should be good. We're at 12, 11, 14. We're basically just burning off the power right now. Imagine that was the achievement. 127. I didn't know they turned power control station into regular crafting station. Do the same fertilizer. Fertilizer should not need a stable or a farm station. So fertilizer never needed a room, but the farm station still does. You might be confusing the two. Where is it? Farm station still needs to be in a greenhouse. Fertilizer, you just always have it in its own room. But yeah, let me double check that. Greenhouse, farm station use. Yep. So yeah, that's still the same, I want to say. Microchips. Oh, I'm in. Let's go. Oh, we're tuning. Yeah, this still complains that it needs to be inside a power plant, even though you could use it without it. The buildings always be complaining. That's one thing I wouldn't mind if they updated. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be kind of nice if they update that to the tooltips and stuff like that, a little bit more accurate. Alright, we're gonna cut this line now so that we could keep this balanced. 15, 12. We'll do that one next. We got the tune-ups. They don't tune up the wheels though, feels bad. But I mean, can you tell how much to make, or is it still automatic? You could do, oh, it's basically like this, right? You just got to do the setup. Wait, no, fertilizer? I believe the fertilizer is automatic. The fertilizer building is kind of like oil refinery, I believe. Unless you're talking about the farm station, in which I'm not actually sure. The microchip is as long as you have the refined metal. But yeah, for the most part, the fertilizer just runs. I don't use the farm station, so I actually can't tell you. I've never used the farm station. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. Alright, calories is a little bit of an issue. So we might have to fight some puffs, which kind of does suck. Alright, 3 idle. I mean, if you guys are gonna idle, man, you guys could run these wheels. We gotta get food, though. I mean, there's a lot of swamp chard here, if need be. We could also just eat the puffs. There's meat in here. Bog jelly. Fertilizer is really OP for specific plants, but your playstyle works better with ignoring it. It's, yeah, a playstyle thing, man. like technically you could argue that, you know, given how certain things work, it's better to go along the system, like going from wheel to coal to petroleum or something like that, and progress. But yeah, man, sometimes you just gotta skip to the end game setup. Bog jelly. Do we have chef? Where's the chef? It's downtime. He's fine. He's fine. We just need the chef to cook. And once he cooks, we're gonna be great. Fertilizer is good for small farm. That makes sense. I feel like the biggest thing is that there is never a lot of natural fertilizer. I feel like if they actually gave us more naturally occurring fertilizer, you would have more people using it. But it's like you always have that trace amount that you get in the beginning of the sandstone biome. And then once it runs out, you're kind of like, well, that sucks. I barely had any fertilizer. And then you kind of regret actually, you know, making a greenhouse. 700, my man's cooking. More bog jelly. You could do the bog jelly stuffs. And then when that drops, people are going to be able to eat. He's just making more. He's making more. There we go. Relica has a lot you could dig out. Is that fertilizer or is that peat? The thing with Relica that's really funny is that you actually have no real need of fertilizer outside of like overgrow, getting that set up in the beginning. Because you get so much food from the smoker, dude. You really do. You get so much food from the smoker. It's really nice. I see over there those Zemulon. We got the homies with the X in the beginning of their name, like they're Vin Diesel. I see you over there. Hey man, we got Swampy Delights. Who's eating that? Bubbles? Nice. You get so much dirt that you can make mush bars for 1,000 cycles, still be fine. Honestly, you get a lot of dirt on that planet. You really do. Fertilizer, ask and you shall receive. Alright, we have one dupe at 400. We're cooking though. He's gonna have some calories. I am considering making omelets. I really am. Ellie would be last. Hey man, if you're idle, man, you could run the wheel. Ellie sitting there at 400k. There we go. Ellie, go get your food. Frozen Pack has the same pemmican with the fur balls. That's true. Sometimes I could get by with just the fertilizer from the printing pod. No way. I almost never get it from the pod. I guess you never really use like a huge amount if you have a small farm. I guess I'm just looking at the amount of plants I have and going, man, it's never going to be enough. I want more bog plants though. I don't think they give you food in the metal biome, right? It's never really a thing. I think I have ice up top. Oh no, bro. I made a vacuum. Oh no, bro. Oh no, bro. Where is the water? Bro, where are my dupes? Everyone's running the wheel. No one's able to actually work. Please. All right, get the water. There we go. It's pumping again. So that means I do need to turn these back on. We'll have some people helping out. Is this bots? Is this bots? Okay, it's still fine. We're gonna allow it to accumulate. They have power. It's not a problem. They have power. Just a matter of getting in more water. Yo, man. We're training for the Olympics. Y'all know how it is. We trying to get in on that 40-meter dash. Out of power, but it should be fine. So I should be able to just do this. Okay, then we could just unplug it. Okay, it's a little bit tough. Alright, this is on, but we don't really have enough HD to sacrifice right now. I guess we could sacrifice a little bit from here. Alright, making the food, so the food is good. Crunching the liquid, so we could actually do the spawn, keep it alive. Bottle of pea water, good stuff. Alright, 8 kgs. This is pretty good. This one, 2K. Slightly waiting for this. Almost there, almost there. A little bit of idleness, but I think that's fine. We're able to try to top off everything else, so I can't really be too mad about that. Toilets are okay. They're jumping. I think we could plug this in now. We're gonna need another Gamba. How much O2 you're gonna have in each Hydra? We will do that after we get super sustainable. Just for you, man. People of chat, I'm gonna try my best to not hover over the oxygen. You guys are gonna have to do your best guess to predict how much oxygen total if we add up all the tiles inside the Hydra of just oxygen. Assuming I don't break it, right? 3.5, is that tons? Tons would probably be a good measurement. I'm gonna put it in ranges. Less than a ton, more than a ton. Hattie, welcome in. Alright, the water is getting kept up now. Can't be too mad. Though I will say, I probably should build a tile here. Calories are a little low. We're cooking though, so whoever's gonna eat will have food. We should probably auto harvest this as well. Get some fried mushrooms. So far, though, I think we're doing amazing. H2's all right. We're going to pull a little bit from over here. How are you starving? Yeah, you just have to get off the wheel. It's fine. Okay. And then let's just do it like that for now. Get a little bit extra to burn. We grab the mushroom my man's is eating. Alright, I guess technically we could try to get a bog bucket seed by digging through the mud. I didn't think about that, but that's technically possible. Potentially buried object has gonna have the bog jelly seed. Of course, it has been the mud biome though. Not a lot of buried stuff here. All right, cycle 30, we'll check again. It's looking like we get it under 50, man. I think we do. Unreachable food, starvation. And we just got swamp chard. Classic. You know what I would kind of want in this game? Automatic culling of elder critters. Have an option where we could cull a critter when it's old enough. I wouldn't mind that. So once it gets elder status, it just gets auto culled. I don't know how you would have to set that up though, man, realistically. All right, we're gonna have to take out one of the puffs. That's a little bit on the old side. Oh, 68. Yeah, we'll take this guy. 55. 68 as well. All right, so we're inside here. I'm sorry, you guys. I'll have to go. I'll have to pop these guys. Dude, I had a hydrogen vent right here. Dude, I could have used that. I could have used this. Oh no, dude. That's time loss. Technically, we would have been a little bit ahead. Taming the H2 vent. You could easily do this with a little bit of water. I'm not even kidding. Just a little bit of water is all you need. And you would survive for at least the first 50 cycles. Alright, buried object. It would have been a mod that's looking for elderly tag once a cycle before it sends an attack command. That'd be so nice though. I wouldn't mind a filter for that as well on the attack. Elder only. $18 kgs. We should get more buildings to automate dupe assignments like that. But fish sometimes are elderly but haven't laid their egg. That's fair. What's going on, Hunter? Welcome in. Cycle 30. Let's do a quick check. 185. Guys, we are 75%, 76% of the way done. 75, 76 of the percent of the way. Let's go, boys. We might get it by 35. We might actually get it by 35. That's actually kind of wild. Okay. 7 kgs, 8 kgs. Might be able to burn off a little more. If they can make microchips, they should. And we should be at a point where we could just kill the critters, I think, and just have food. Yeah, we have a couple dupes that wouldn't mind some food right now. Okay, we can make Swampy Delights right now. That's really nice. Doing fine. Didn't break much at work on Monday. Everything is good. That's good. That's good, man. Don't want to break anything. That's always scary times. Good stuff, good stuff. Did you... So, people of chat, who got daylight savings extra 1 hour this weekend? Was it only like a couple of you guys? The majority of you guys? I'm curious. I gotta sleep in an extra hour. Yeah, it's nice, man. You know what I'm doing? I did, but I didn't feel it. Oof. I felt it really big for some reason. Like, I looked out the window and I was like, damn, it's dark. And then I'm like, damn, it's only 4? I was like, hold up, man. Oh, it's a Pip. He's not gonna help us. It's light when I go to work now. Nice. That's better than driving in the dark. There's places without daylight savings. Europe had it last week, right? So some people got the daylight savings last week instead. There are some states, some parts of the world that also don't observe daylight savings time. I think someone told me in chat last week, Arizona does not actually have daylight savings. So now they're basically an hour ahead of us. What's going on, Danathor? Welcome in. Yeah. Some states got it. Some parts of the world don't have it. Like, I think South America, not every country down there has it. I think majority of them don't. But Europe was last week. This weekend was a lot of just, like, the Western states, I guess. Hawaii and Cuba. There we go. Oh, Kentucky does daylight savings county by county. That's interesting. But yeah, man. Dude, I looked outside and I was like, dude, it's dark. And then I looked at the clock. Damn, it's 4 p.m. It's not even that late. I'm not going to lie. I like that feeling when it's dark earlier. So daylight saving has been awesome for me. You know what I'm doing too? I'm keeping my time on the... Basically, I'm lazy. And I'm not going to change my clock. But having the clock show an hour ahead kind of puts me in, like, panic mode. And like, oh, man, it's already 1. And then it's like, oh, wait, no, it's only noon. I'm going to keep it like that. So I go to bed earlier. Like, I look up, oh, dude, it's 2 a.m. I got to go to sleep. And I'm just going to keep it so that we could, you know, go to sleep earlier, wake up earlier. So that when I look at my clock, I get that, you know, fear of God. Oh, dude. Seems like a bad idea. I mean, it's only going to be the analog clock in my room. I'm still going to have my phone on the correct time. Hell yeah, sometimes you got to gaslight yourself. Yeah, daylight savings moving the hour. Danathor, yeah, new colony. We're doing super sustainable as fast as we can. So I think we're going to get it in a handful of cycles. Everyone's running the wheel. We got a weird spawn setup. So for the most part, we're also microchipping, getting some NG tune-ups for more power. So far, so good. I guarantee it won't be canceled, not in our lifetime. I feel like if it does happen, it's going to be a local thing. Like, kind of like how Arizona has it on a different time. I don't see the entire world dropping it. Dan and Thor coming in with the 3-stream streak. Appreciate you. In Chile, we got that start of winter in the middle of summer, I think. Yeah. We just had it yesterday. So now it's like everything's adjusted now. Water's in. Spawn was good. We have a lot of states have to come back to cancel it. Then we get enough sane states. It's tough, man. You never know though, man. Weirder things have happened. Like my Lakers getting Luka Doncic. No one thought that was gonna happen, but it did. You know what? I'll take it. They don't think it be like it is, but it do. Stranger things have occurred. Alright, food's a little bit on the low side. We'll have to fight some fish. Making sure everyone's good, everyone's getting food. A lot of people are at 3,000, a couple people at a 2 and 1. So we're gonna take out 2 fish. We do have 1 harvest ready, that's not bad. Alright, so last time we checked on cycle 30, we had 180,000. We're almost there from the 240. So I want to say in the next couple cycles, I think we'll get it. You know what? I should always put... Actually, it doesn't matter whether they run up here or run down there, because we're not tuning up the wheels. So it's like, it's not really going to matter too much, right? We're not tuning up the wheels. I'm also thinking this is probably wise to do a weird setup. Alright, we're gonna get some jellies, make that into more calories, get some fish. It's not like we could tune wheels anyways, yep. Feels bad. They used to be able to, but not anymore. I remember the days, man. Tuned wheels were so tight. I've done it once, one time. And it was because I wanted to see how it would look. And I think it was the top left of the wheel had like a weird attachment, or was it bottom left? It was weird. They have basically this attachment. Well, not this one, the old one on the wheel. But yeah, it's one of those things. It's like you never do it because back in the days, the power plant requirement was different and you never had wheels inside a power plant. Do you not like the look? No, we can do it. Look at them. Stop in the Matrix. Look at that. Freeze! Mid-animation. We'll take it. The slug's helping out. Can't be mad. He's being the homie right now and helping us out. Alright, so I'm thinking we could dig out a little pocket. The hydrogen floats up, and then we pump it to this gen. 8, 10, 7. Okay. We probably do all 3. And then we could probably pull the power from here. Okay, this is probably good. Under kilograms. Basically, it's saying grams instead of kilograms. That's going to be when I'm going to be cutting the line. This one's probably going to be next. And then we're going to pump the HU from here into that line. Should work out. Should work out. Once we get that pop-up, holiday achievement earned, we're going to hope that's super sustainable. So right now we got 10 wheels, 3 hydrogen gens. I don't know if it's more worth it to do more generators, or should I just get more wheels? Because technically we have a little bit of downtime right now. And there was a time period where we just were building these and not really running on the wheels too much. So I'm thinking to myself, because of how we could NG tune up, is that better? So now 5,000, 3,000, that's fine. They're working on this. Toilets. Because technically we could have just kept building more of these, because we could have did another set of gens here, technically. That's true. They're about 90% uptime. It's pretty good. %. Let's go with 80%. 80% uptime, as it says on the status. My man, Stinky. Yeah, 80% on the light bulb. Roughly 75, 80, depending on which one. So technically the gens are better, but it's like, it's not like you're gonna not have wheels. You're still gonna have wheels, right? You're still gonna have wheels. You do get the food with the veggie poppers. You will need a dedicated cook though. And then the veggie poppers have better shelf life, and you don't have a pollutant that's going to be rotting it faster. I still feel like having the gen is like good though. Because I'm thinking to myself, I was expecting this to be around 60 cycles, realistically. I was expecting it to be 60-ish cycles. Yeah, you need someone though that's like dedicated to it, because the cook process takes the full day. And then you're gonna need a lot of smokers, and then at that point too, does that mean you need to get canister filler? I mean, it's early game tech, so it's not that bad. Smoker is right here too, so you do need water for it. But that's honestly not that bad. You get a lot of peat naturally. Map is automatically warm. You could vent it, but I feel like that just creates a new problem. Door crusher requires refined metal and mech door research. I don't have mech door research, nor do I have timer tech. That's the thing. Given how low the cycle count is, the canister might be better because I don't have to invest as much. Because it's like, yeah, we still probably get the... Well, if we do just wheels, we have no point of getting refined metal. That's the thing. If we're doing just wheels, we don't get refined metal because you can't tune it up. Then there's no point of, you know, teching that up. and then, you know, you would have to invest into teching. A dupe would have to be researching instead of running on the wheel. That's the thing that we really should be looking at. Time investment in order to unlock something. Like, that actually starts to matter at the low cycle count. Oh, this is ready. Okay. Oh no, bro. Too much hydrogen. The O2 is keeping this from breaking. Let's go. Always lucky. Alright, we're pumping the hydrogen from up top. Let's go. For these runs, canister is better, but North Colony door is better. Yeah. Canister filler is the same tier of research. Just do that. That's what Geek said. The oxygen would set us up. Dude, it's looking pretty good. It's still a little scary. I'm gonna let that rock. Yeah, we burning it all. We're burning it all. Is this it? No, we got a critter morph. Dude, jebaited. 235. We are literally 99%. Dude, I got baited, man. Who would have thought that a critter egg hatched randomly, a wild one? This guy. This guy just hatched. Oh my god. Tiny baby. He looks like he understands he's gonna have to pay taxes. He's not happy, man. Looks like a grumpy old man. Everyone's working. No downtime. If you gotta pee, you gotta pee, though. I'll give that to you guys. No one's eating tonight. We're getting it on 33. Alright, this is good. We got oxygen inside. Don't worry. We have food if we really need it. My man's cooking. Let him cook. Let him cook. Dude, just 5,000 now. He just made food for himself? That's rude. He made food for himself. What a guy. Bubbles over here about to die. The yo man, 50,000. That's all we needed. 50,000. 50,000. That's gotta be it, right? That's gotta be it. Hey, we did it. Let's go. 240,000. Cycle 33. All right, so we had a prediction. Choose outcome under 69 wins. Anyone who did under 69, congrats. We gotta make a new one. How much total oxygen in spawn? Less than 1 ton. Between 1 and 10 tons. More than 10 tons. No, that's probably easy. All right, less than 10, 10 and 50. And then more than 50. All right, boys. We have a 10-minute period for the next prediction. How much oxygen do we have inside the spawn? So it's basically this space. And we're going to add up each tile. So, guys, check the prediction out. Y'all know what it is. Cycle 33. That was pretty fast. I was not expecting it to be that fast. Not gonna lie. Oh yeah, we are gonna cut the water. So once it consumes all the water it has internally, it's gonna stop. We're also gonna cut that pipe. We are gonna count. We're gonna count. And then blueprints. Only got 2. Aw, man. No one say it. No one say it. Oh, dang it, dude. I have this already. I have that as well. The common items. All right, not bad. We did have the hydrogen vent right here. We could have potentially used this, I feel like. And it's not dormant, so it's active. Not gloves, though. That's true. Not gloves. Pog. Always lucky, not gloves. Not socks, too. True. Still, I got 2 common items. Feels bad with the common items. Guys, check out the prediction. We're going to predict how much oxygen we have in this area. We're going to count each tile and total it. We are no longer generating more oxygen. Guys, check out the predictions. Oh, man. That was not bad. Not bad at all. What cycle? I had the first one up right here. Cycle 10. Cycle 16, we had the second one. And then... Oh yeah, we look at age. Cycle 10. This is on cycle 11. It's 22 years old. This one is 18, yeah. And then this one's the most recent one. So I had one at 22, one at 11, and one at 15. Omelets! Let the dupes eat. No one's starving. Not bad, not bad. We have harvesting too. That's so nice. So we have calories now. We're gonna be okay. Everyone's eating. I feel bad, my dupes. So temperature wise, 30 degrees. It ended up not getting that hot. So the gold did not matter, right? Gold didn't matter. Polluted oxygen did not help us. Algae would have been better. Because I randomly coughed because of yucky lungs. And then, what else would be better? Having a better food source so we didn't actually have to farm would have been kind of nice. The one thing about... Oh yeah, not bad. No one gets to do anything except work. Can't see the poll. The poll's up top. Go up the chat, unless you're on mobile, in which case you might be getting bots. So here's the thing. We need to think about a more optimized planet start. So the polluted oxygen here did not help. We ended up not using that much water, so the abundance of water didn't really matter. The only thing that really slowed us down was having a farm and then tech up to build everything. No, Ceres would be worse because you take a lot longer to build anything on that planet. Relica might be good. That actually might not be bad. Relica because you get a lot of food naturally. The only problem is in order to get sweat corn, you got to get mamillets, and that takes 5 cycles to get the first mamillet, which means that delays all the food in like the first 15 cycles. So maybe not even Relica. Just because of the fact that it's a little bit of a hassle to set up sweat corn, because you're not really going to get it right away, right? You're delayed because of the mamillet 5 cycles. You don't get that many mamillets in the beginning. Ace Cow coming in with the 61 months. Dude, my man, wait, didn't I just share this? Nah, man. You get it every... If you refresh, you just have unlimited reshares. I don't know. I'm actually not sure. But yo, Ace Cow, man, thank you so much for the 61 months. I see you over there. Didn't I just share this? Who knows? Either way, you're here now, so of course, appreciate you, Ace Cow. Hello, hello. How's the extra hour of sleep? Hopefully you had a nice one, man. Dude, it feels like it's hot outside, even though it's not really that hot. What if you just kill the lums and run off with brisket, since you only need 38 cycles of food? Doesn't the brisket rot fast 4 cycles? Am I wrong? 8 cycles. Okay, that's not bad. Tough meat rots in 4 though. My ADHD wants to thank you for this run. Hey, gotcha, geek. The only thing I will say is I'm kind of mad that these 2 tiles right here aren't lined up. Feels bad, man. Ended up being too much. It'd be like that sometimes. That's true. Is Relica the answer though? It's basically what we need to find out. Is Relica the answer? Is there an easier planet with food? Pip start is rough because you don't really have easy way of getting oxygen. That makes me think Terra Start is where it's at. The OG planet. Well, I guess that is true. Until we get the first electrolyzer at cycle 10. We might be a little bit strapped for oxygen. And then if we aren't using, I guess we could just use it. That's true. Still though, I'm thinking... You know what? Using the oxygen might free up a job. The oxyferns allow you to not be CO2 choked. Only in practice. Like in theory, that's correct. But in practice, it feels like they're never in the right spots unless you dig it up and replant them yourself. Because it's always like, I'll have an oxyfern here. It's like, oh, okay. Is it going to do anything? Sometimes. And then it's like, okay, I guess that kind of works sometimes. All right, guys, I got to grab something really fast. I'll be right back. We back. All right. It's only keeping them one tile above, so they could overfresh my base. Yo, this guy. All right. I think the prediction is set. People that have predicted. All right. I want to say the prediction's good, right? People of chat, it's time to do the count. So, box number 1, 883 times 10. Okay, that's already 8 tons. 8.8 tons. I gotta write this down. Each room is like roughly the optimal size. Okay, this one is a little bit different size because there's 8 tiles instead of 10. So 1308. 1308 times 8 plus 883 0. And then the last one is 527 6. 24 tons. Wow. That's number 2. 24 tons. 24,570. Dude, Zerwig's coming up ahead right now, man. He actually got it. Did you win twice? Dude, 77% of people voted on between 10 and 50.